Today we're going to try Nestle Sensations Froot Loop and Cinnamon Toast Crunch flavored milks. This is what I've wanted for a long time. I feel like I've been listened to. I feel like I've been established. Obviously, it's not just my idea. Everybody else has the idea. What's the best part of a lot of cereals? The cereal milk at the end. So good. And now they finally just bottled it up and said, here you go. Nestle Sensations Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cinnamilk and Nestle Sensations Froot Loops cereal flavored milk. So this is cinnamilk, this is cereal flavored milk. Two different things. Just kidding. But I mean, this is a great idea. These are the two they started with. I think these are two solid choices. What I really want is like a Captain Crunch milk. That's what I'm really looking for. But we'll start with Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which seems like the most obvious choice in the world. Everybody loves Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Everybody loves the milk Cinnamon Toast Crunch produces. Why not bottle it up? Makes perfect sense to me. Found these at Walmart. They were $1.60 something per, so not too bad really for a little milk. I figured it would probably be more expensive, but you know, it's decent. I mean, it's just a little bottle, but it tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, so it's probably really great. I'm just going to go into it assuming I'm going to love it. I'm going to see if I'm supposed to shake it. Thoughtful portions. Make sure you only drink a half a bottle, otherwise you're going to be overloaded. Of course, it's got a ton of sugar and a little bit of carbs and a pretty good decent amount of fat, but it does have a good decent amount of protein too. But really it's the 19 grams of added sugar that's going to be the problem, and the 39 grams total sugar that's probably going to be really bad for you, but sometimes you gotta live life, you know. So let's go with cinnamilk first before we go into the Froot Loops. I've been looking forward to this. Boy, this milk is thick, very thick. I was looking at it, I was like, how is it possible? It says it uses low-fat milk. That's in the ingredients. Low-fat milk, then sugar, of course, obviously. Less than 10% artificial and natural flavor, and then a bunch of other crap that I don't understand. How is it so thick with low-fat milk? I don't know, but this is basically as thick as a vitamin D. This is a full-fat milk as far as I'm concerned. Tastes great. Maybe slightly off in terms of the amount of cinnamon. I feel like there's not enough cinnamon flavor in this Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's more sugary than it is cinnamony. But I'm not going to get too mad about it. I think it's close enough to cereal milk from a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch in this form that I don't want to complain too much, because I really do love it. Obviously, they can't just, you know, harvest Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk from a bunch of bowls. They had to come up with their own formula, which is not going to ever be quite the same as the actual bowl itself. And I think they got pretty close. Maybe give me a little bit more cinnamon next time, but otherwise, this is fantastic. It's cheap. It's a nice treat. I would suggest it highly to everybody. Go out and get some Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk, but probably only maybe drink half a bottle, like it says, thoughtful portions, and then, you know, leave that other half for like a week, because this thing is thick and sugary, and I feel like drinking that, you know, it's like diabetes in a bottle. You don't want to get, you know, you don't want to drink too much sugar. This is probably, I would say, maybe even more sugary than a soda. Maybe not. I could just be making that up. It's probably not, but it feels worse than a soda. You know what I'm saying? It feels like you could feel the sugar coming out of this one, and it feels really bad, but in a good way, you know? It feels sinful to drink this, so that's a good thing. That's a positive in my opinion. So 5 out of 5, Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk. Great stuff. And now we're going to move on to Froot Loops. I have no doubt that this will be good too, but you know, you got to be thorough for everybody out there. You know, I'd feel bad if I wasn't thoroughly reviewing everything I tried, so let's give this a shot. And this will be very interesting because Froot Loops is such a specific flavor. I mean, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is too, but not really, because it's, you know, it's cinnamony, sugary. It's not that unique necessarily. Froot Loops, though, in my mind, has a very, very unique flavor and a very, very unique milk. So it does say shake well. I realized it said it on the part I ripped off. So I did shake this one, but I didn't know if I had to. Maybe I'll shake this one a little bit more just in case. Give it a shot. Again, thoughtful portions. Only want to drink half a bottle of this. It looks very similar in terms of the sugars and stuff like that. I don't think there's much difference between the two. Again, low-fat milk and sugar are the #1 ingredients. Everything else is a bunch of stuff. And let's drink it. Let's just say I'm not disappointed after that cinnamilk, that this is almost perfect. Again, it's just slightly off, but not in a way that I really would demerit at any points. As soon as I took that first sip, you could taste the telltale Froot Loop milk taste, which is very hard to describe. The only thing I feel like is it's not a lime forward enough, if that makes sense. I don't know if maybe it's just me, but I feel like Froot Loops have always had a bit of a strong lime taste to them. You might get a different taste when you eat them. I was looking it up. Apparently, to shatter everyone's world, I didn't know this. All Froot Loops are actually the same. They're not actually flavored as they are colored. I always assumed they were. I guess that makes sense. It's been a while since I've had Froot Loops. I just never thought about it. I just assumed that they were all what they were, but apparently they are all the same taste. So there are no specific lime Froot Loops, but I've always felt that my Froot Loop cereal milk was more lime forward than this is. But otherwise, they really nailed it. And again, even though it's low-fat milk, supposedly, it's thick. You know, it's strong. It's sugary. Again, very sinful. Drinking this, you can tell that you're shortening your lifespan, but I think it's worth it. So both these milks are great. I hope they do more. I hope more Nestle Sensations come out because I love the idea. They're fantastic. I will get them again, but I'm going to try not to get them too much because I can feel my life slowly slipping away from me as I drink them. They're that bad. So 5 out of 5 for both of them. Just be careful when you buy them that you don't drink them all in one sitting because I might just do that after this video is over, but don't tell anybody. And I will see you all next time.